The institutional angle version, as outlined, FIFA clearing Evans, fair still calling for his removal, and what that split signals for the rest of the tournament, not a verdict on Evans. FIFA just told you this is over. Fair just told you it absolutely is not. And somewhere in that gap is the real story, because this isn't about one hand gesture anymore. It's about whether FIFA's anti-discrimination promises mean anything once the cameras are rolling and the tournament's already underway. Here's what actually happened. During Germany's opener against Curaçao, the broadcast cuts to the VAR hub in Dallas, and video assistant referee Shaun Evans is seen making an upside-down OK sign with his hand. That gesture has a complicated history. It started as an internet hoax on 4chan over a decade ago, got adopted by actual far-right groups, and also still gets used completely innocently in something called the circle game. Two very different meanings, same handshape. Fair, the network FIFA itself partners with to monitor discrimination at these tournaments, didn't hesitate. They came out and said their experts saw a white power symbol, plain and simple, and called for Evans to be pulled from the World Cup entirely. Evans' response? He said it wasn't intentional, called it an involuntary subconscious twitch, and said he didn't even realize he'd done it. Then FIFA's disciplinary committee stepped in and cleared him. No breach of the code. Investigation closed as far as they're concerned. Except Fair hasn't backed down. And that's the part everyone's skipping past to argue about the gesture itself. Think about what just happened procedurally. FIFA didn't say, we looked at this and we're confident it was innocent. They said there's no evidence of a breach of the disciplinary code. That's a legal standard, not a vibe check. It's the same gap you see every time an organization investigates itself. The bar for "we found nothing" is a lot lower than the bar for "we're sure nothing happened." And Fair is not some random account with opinions. This is FIFA's own appointed watchdog for exactly this kind of incident. When your own anti-discrimination partner publicly disagrees with your disciplinary committee's conclusion in real time during the tournament you're both supposed to be protecting, that's not a closed case. That's two halves of the same organization publicly contradicting each other, and FIFA hoping you don't notice the seam. Here's why this matters past one referee. This tournament has 48 teams, dozens of officials, and a 6-week window where something like this is going to happen again. A gesture, a chant, a flag, something ambiguous enough to argue about. And FIFA has now shown you exactly how it handles the first one. Quietly investigate, find no breach, move on, and let the watchdog group keep objecting into the void if they want to. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just pattern recognition. Organizations show you their playbook the first time, and then they run it again every single time after that because it worked. The cost of no breach found is basically zero. The cost of actually pulling an official from the World Cup mid-tournament is a credibility hit FIFA clearly decided wasn't worth taking. So the real question isn't, was Evans' gesture intentional? Honestly, nobody watching this video is going to resolve that from a broadcast clip, and I'm not going to pretend I can either. The real question is whether FIFA's anti-discrimination process is built to actually act or built to absorb the story and wait it out. Here's my prediction. This won't be the last incident like this in the tournament, and when the next one happens, FIFA runs the exact same playbook. Internal review, no evidence of breach, statement closes the loop, Fair objects publicly, and the news cycle moves on within 72 hours. That's the model now. It's been tested, and it held. What would prove me wrong? Fair actually escalating this beyond a press statement, formally suspending their partnership with FIFA, or going to an outside body instead of just objecting in the press. That would mean the watchdog has actually stopped accepting FIFA marking its own homework. Watch for that, not for another statement saying they're deeply concerned. Concern is free. Walking away from the partnership isn't. So, tell me, does FIFA clearing him end this, or does Fair actually have a next move? Drop your take below. Next thing I'm watching, whether any other federation's officials get caught in something similar before this group stage even wraps.